and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for April the 1st through April the 7th. And I want to thank everybody that that liked, shared, commented, and also the new subscribers. It's interesting, I keep seeing this number 404, and I had 404 new subscribers last week, so yay. Very poignant. I'll tell you what it means another time, but it's all good. So if you're new, welcome. I'm so happy that you stopped by, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you'll come back. And if you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now, what do I have to say? I'm starting a new format, because I'm always changing the formats, right? I'm going to do the horoscope first. I have been doing the horoscope, but I have been shuffling the cards, which I think is a little distracting. When I look back at it, I think it's distracting. So I'm going to just completely focus on the horoscopes. And then if you don't like the horoscopes, I'll put a time stamp and you can forward to the tarot reading. All right, guys? So thank you so much, and let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello Virgo, and welcome to your horoscope section of your reading. Now let's get right on it. I'm sorry for the delay, but there's no major aspects until Friday anyway, so you've got plenty of time. But this new moon in Aries that's coming up is kind of impulsive and fast acting, and could have a life-changing result if you kind of act impulsively in any way. Your impulse will be to act fast and without too much thought. It's like, let me get this done and get it done now. It's almost like impatience and that gusto to go forward, and without kind of really, you know, thinking it through. Look, it's important to sit on any decision for at least a day before acting. Make sure this action is prudent, because regret and frustration may occur if you succumb to impetuous behavior. So really be careful of that. Now, on Saturday, the moon moves right next to Uranus in your house of adventure and spirituality. Your intuition and gut instinct may surprise you with the and possibly even blow your mind with the accuracy. You may feel drawn towards spirituality, and for some it's as simple as a yoga class or Tai Chi, meditation, and for others it's a deep connection to the ethereal realm. This is a really good, I mean, look, it's almost like you can look at someone and read them straight away. You can see through, you know, insincerity. You just know. It's not even kind of being consciously aware that you're seeing. It's like you just know, right? You know what's going on. Now on Sunday, Mercury is in a beautiful relationship to Saturn. Now it's going, I'm not going to go into the details of which house it's going through, but this is how it's going to impact you. It's giving you this incredible communication skill, if you will, and you'll be able to really express yourself and be demonstrative with family and friends. And this will lead to fun, darling, with capital F, and amusement. It's such a lovely time for you. Your relationships are, you know, likely to flourish with this cosmic blessing. So take advantage, spend time with loved ones and friends and family, because you can't go wrong at this time. It's a lovely energy. So Virgo, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello Virgo, and welcome to your tarot section of your reading. Okay, let's do 3 cards for Virgo, please, for this coming week. Oh, there's 2 already. Okay, 1 more card for Virgo for this. Oh, there it is. Okay, interesting. And now we're going to the clarification cards. Okay, I've already shuffled these off screen, so you know. Please clarify the 4 of Pentacles. There it is. Aha, interesting. Please clarify the, oh, here we are. Wow, and please clarify the 5 of Cups. Oh, I think, oh, it didn't pop out, so I can't, there it is. There it is. Okay. Da, 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 da. Here are your cards, Virgo. The first card out for you is the 4 of Pentacles. The next card is the 5 of Pentacles. That's clarifying the 4 of Pentacles. Then you have the King of Swords. And clarifying the King of Swords is the Moon. Very interesting combination. And then you have the 5 of Cups. Interesting. With clarifying it is the 3 of Cups. What a juicy reading you have. The first card out is the 4 of Pentacles, which really, you know, this means that you're holding on to something. And by holding on to it, you're blocking yourself. Now, look at this guy, or I'll pop him up on the screen. He's holding on to 4 coins, right? And he's afraid to let it go. And sometimes I say that this could be, you know, you're holding on to a resentment with someone, you're holding on to something else, but this really has to do, don't forget this is a general reading, guys. This really has to do with feeling deprived financially. Sometimes this is financially, sometimes it isn't, but clarifying is the 5 of Pentacles. So that is feeling deprived, right? Feeling in deprivation. And you may have money, but you are afraid to spend it because you think your coffer will not be replenished, that there's no way for you to earn any extra money or any more money, and so you're very afraid of spending it. You're extremely frugal and extremely careful about spending it because of this feeling of deprivation. Now, money is energy. So when you hold on to something like that, you're blocking the free-flowing energy of it leaving and coming back, because that's what money does. Money's really only energy, right? It's a piece of paper half the time. It's electronic more now. More and more it's becoming electronic. So you put give someone a piece of plastic and you get something in return. It's really an exchange of energy, right? How to come out of deprivation? The only way to come out of deprivation is pure and simple gratitude. When you are grateful, you are not feeling deprived. It's impossible to feel deprived when you're grateful. It's just juxtaposing energies, right? They don't belong on the same side of the coin. So I always say you can start with little things. It's like being grateful that, you know, you have a computer, being grateful that if you don't have a computer, phone, whatever it is. It can be, I'm grateful to have this cup of coffee, I'm grateful to have this glass of water. You know, the more you practice being grateful, the more grateful and in gratitude you are. The more grateful you feel and the more in gratitude you are, and then you cannot feel deprived. So it's an exercise at first, right? Because it's so easy to say, poor me, woe is me. But darling, there's so much suffering out there, and we might be like, feeling like we don't have, enough money for a huge trip or something like that, right? And when other people don't have enough money for food or shelter. I mean, really, it's relative. We really need to be grateful. Sometimes I turn on my faucet, my tap, and I feel this gratitude that I have running water, because I know some people walk miles to get their water. I just saw something the other day, a little girl, she walks miles to fill up a pail of water, to boil. It's not even clean water at that, she has to boil it. So, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful that I have electricity, that I can get these videos. I mean, I don't want to go on, but that's what I mean. It's being in gratitude. It's very important, Virgo. Now, the next card out is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is like the Justice card. He's the champion for justice. He's very what's the word I'm looking for? He's like a lawyer, right? He's like a judge. He's impartial. I don't want to say he's devoid of emotion, but he separates himself from emotion. This is what you do, Virgo. You can do that. Because for you, emotions sometimes are overwhelming. And they're very difficult for you to deal with. So you'd rather be busy and doing something than actually feeling, because when you feel, it's overwhelming for you. And this is an intellect, you're ruled by the intellect. You're the social worker of the zodiac, and you're really good at it because you don't get emotionally involved. On the other hand, your keywords are I analyze. My keywords are I feel. So I feel everything. When I'm helping someone, I kind of become them. It's not a good thing. That's why I get so exhausted. So what you have is very kind of valuable in a way, that you can kind of separate yourself from the emotions. What's really interesting, right? Clarifying the King of Swords is the moon, which is all feeling, right? It's all feeling, and it's emotion, and it's hungry for more. And we've got this new moon in Aries, right? Which is interesting, because this new moon in Aries is, it's got that urgency, right? And it's got Mars behind it, right? That Mars energy, the planet of war, the planet of action, but also the planet of war. I am getting that you have to find a balance in your life between feeling these emotions and being and separating yourself from them, so that you can be discerning, perhaps. There is this you tend to intellectualize your feelings as opposed to feeling them. So I think what's happening with you astrologically is you're coming into this wonderful kind of fun, demonstrative kind of expressive feelings towards your loved ones and your family, and it's lovely to do that. It's really wonderful, and it's kind of a new experience for you to really kind of be in it and really feel it. I'm not saying that you don't feel feelings. That's not what I'm saying. I really do believe that you do, and I know you do. But I do know that when the push comes to shove, you can separate yourself. You're not emotionally driven in that respect. So I feel that when this card comes in, sometimes you're going to have to really find a balance between showing your emotions and feeling them and separating yourself from them. It's important for you to feel your feelings. It's important for all of us, because you can end up being very curt and sharp and hurtful when you don't feel your feelings, because they're repressed. You repress your feelings, and then they come out in all kinds of directions. But you are this wonderful, incredible, helpful person that, you know, is there, you know, for humanity. So it is important for you sometimes to separate your feelings, you know, and to be ruled by your intellect. That is important at times, but it's also important for you to feel those feelings and to be demonstrative, to show your love and to show how important your loved ones are in your life, and you're going to get so much more back. And I feel that I said this last week, maybe. I have a feeling I did. Now, so this is being deprived, right? Monetarily, financially, the Five of Pentacles. The next card up for you is the Five of Cups. This is like really feeling sorry for yourself. I'm laughing. You know, those of you who haven't been here before, my sister is a Virgo, so I constantly refer to, don't feel sorry for yourself, Kathleen. My sister's name is Kathleen. Some people go, oh, poor Kathleen. Trust me, she's not poor Kathleen. She's far from it. So the Five of Cups is like, oh, woe is me. It's actually, it's kind of what, you know, it's flippantly known as crying over spilt milk, because this guy has 3 cups that have spilt, and it's like the end of the world for him. And right behind his back, he's got 2 cups that he's totally ignoring and he's not seeing. And actually now I've got this, what I'm thinking of is that whole gratitude thing. I think we're going to come back. You've got to be in gratitude, Virgo, because this is, you know, coming out of deprivation is being grateful for what you have, right? This is about seeing your cup half full as opposed to half empty. Are you a half cup full kind of person or a half empty cup kind of person? Or do you vacillate between the two, like most of us? But this is really important, to focus on what you have. Stop thinking about what you haven't. You know, I always say, look, we always think the grass is greener in everyone else's garden, but when you get there, you find out it's astroturf, right? It looks greener, but is it real? So this is about really looking at what you have as opposed to what you haven't. Look at whatever you haven't got, you can't have right now, right? So be grateful and be happy with what you have right now. And look, clarifying it is the Three of Cups, the celebratory card. Celebrate, da 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 da. So you've got to celebrate. You've got to celebrate every moment, the magic in every moment, everything that you have, everything that you own, and all the people in your life and all the love in your life. And, you know, look at what you have. Be grateful and be in gratitude for what you have right now. You know, don't be in fear of what you won't have later, what you know, didn't have in the past. Be grateful for what you have right now on your table. Right? Oh, I've just looked down. I'm so grateful that I've got this lovely, lovely little crystal ball here. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh. Anyway, I'm grateful. Thank you so much for tuning in, Virgo. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, and comment. And if you don't have social media, email it to your friends then, please. That would be a great help. And listen, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell, because I am putting a video out for your live purpose, and I'm going to release it as a premiere, which means I can watch it with you, and I'll be there to answer any questions as it's playing. So that's kind of exciting. So thank you so much again, Virgo. I really appreciate, I can't even say it, I really appreciate you. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.